Hello, my name is Mark from jazzguitarlessons.net and you're watching the jazzguitarlessons.net vlog for February, Jesus, 1st, 2017. So, it's the morning. I'm still probably need to shave. Well, it's not the morning, it's actually close to 11, but jazz people, we do that. Stay up late and come out of bed late. So what a best way to shoot a vlog and to practice some guitar than being stinky, needing a shower. So coming up is a few exercises I wanted to share with you. So it's not a lesson per se, but it's kind of a demonstration because I've been practicing recently and I'm doing out of nowhere in the next video and in the next little while. And let me just explain and ramble before you start actually watching and listening, because this is one take, no safety net. I just played, right? But I've tried to do things over the different courses, and check this out. I highly recommend, I don't know if you have this app yet, but I highly recommend you get iReal Pro or iReal B or whatever it is for iPad or computer. I use it on my computer. So it's a software to which you can create backing tracks from progressions, meaning that you just type in the chords like a word processing document and you press play and plays it for you. Pretty handy, especially since all the standards are there. All the progressions we're really familiar to and with, and we can improvise on. So what I do is I set this software as the style is called jazz even eighths open. So it's not swung, it's not Latin, it's just like even eighths. So the eighths like tick it, tick it, tick it, and not ting, tick, ting, right? And it's called jazz even eighths open. Open meaning that they won't always strike the one of every bar. So the bass player might be late or anticipate and kind of play around. So it's a nice tool to help you first get on. Yeah, that's what I use to rest my foot, because I always look like a guitar maniac. Yeah, that's my pajamas. Martini glasses on the pajamas. So I go like this. So I put this to rest my foot instead. It's better for my back, so they say. So yeah, I set this style to be jazz even eighth, so it's great for your timing because you have to know where you are, because you're not spoon-fed the information. Well, not spoon-fed as much, right? And the other thing I do is I picked Out of Nowhere because I've been improvising on this song forever. It's a great learning tune. And I chose a practice function and say go up a fourth every chorus. So it means that the first chorus, Out of Nowhere, is played in G, typically, at jam sessions at least. And then I play in G, then the next chorus in C, the next chorus in F. So what's coming up is like 12 minutes of me just blowing through the different keys of Out of Nowhere. I've done that with the vlog recently, about 6 months ago with Alone Together, and I was really struggling, I told you, and that's, it's fun. I mean, it's fun for me to do these kind of things. However, today, I want to bring to your attention that I try to do different things over the different courses. There's one thing that comes to mind is I started with the lowest available note at the G chord and just went up in quarter notes and kept going up until I ran out of frets, but I still change scale when the chord changes. So it's a great exercise called big scale. I've been doing that with a lot of students recently. The big scale is a way to not stop your line when the chord changes. And you do it backwards too. When you descend, the chords go by, but you keep descending, and you'll see me do that. I do a bit of that in quarter notes. I do a bit of that in eighth notes, which is twice as fast. I tried some triplets, didn't work. And other courses, I did concepts such as really finishing up my ideas. So really focusing on the little melodic theme I was doing and really bringing it to full fruition before moving on to another idea. There's a chorus where I went pentatonic frenzy, so I tried to apply different pentatonics. It didn't always work, but that's life. There's another chorus where I tried to aim for the ninths of each chord and still embellishing. There's another chorus chorus or two I just comped. There's a chorus where I tried to do a lot of chromaticism and still be inside, but I tried to add more chromatics that I would used to. So all these exercises are ways for me to push myself in different areas. Also, there's one in the video I say, here we go. I think it's the key of G flat. I'm not sure, but I just went completely free. So I closed my eyes. I didn't even think about the progression. I just listened and played deeply from what I heard. And it's out. It's not in. It's totally out, but you see the intuition is there. So you have these different aspects of my playing that you will hear in the following video if you have the courage to listen to the whole thing. But in any case, thank you for watching. This is interesting for you if you want to bring up your improv game, which I'm sure you want. You simply have to challenge yourself, put a backing track on, but don't just simply improvise. Say, I'm about to do this. Have a plan and have a clear constraint, so it makes it's much more fun, it's much more productive, because then you say, I'm attempting to do that. Say, for me, aiming for the ninths. I messed up. It's like, oh, I need to work on this. Keep it in mind for next time you wanna practice something. That this is a good measuring stick. All right, no more rambling. Enjoy the playing. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, always welcome, and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll see you soon. Take care. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go.